Alright folks, that's your boy Guitar Mijo 78. This is what's going down here today. I got my Quilter 101 mini reverb, and it's going into that Quilter cab right there, right? And then I got my pedal board down here. So today it's about, I got my Les Paul as well. Today what's going to happen is I'm going to change the speaker out of that there Quilter 10-inch. Okay, what comes in there is a Celestion speaker, 100 watts. I don't know if that's 100 watts solid state, not really up to scuff. I got the lexicon on, but what I think I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go straight in. No effects. Well, I will use a little reverb. Okay, now this is a Les Paul tribute. So we got humbuckers. I guess I just want to maybe go over some of the characteristics of this speaker. At the moment, it's no limiter. Gain is up halfway. See, bass is down, mid, treble, noon. Okay. And so what I know, I've always noticed about the speaker is that it's a little dark, and it's not as easy as just turning up the treble. It helps in certain ways, but it still needs something like a boost pedal, like this, my Soul Food here, to really make it chime, you know, to really make it, the sound come out. Here's without it. I'm sure now you notice it, before maybe you didn't. And I'll bring the treble back up. Maybe it's the headroom. Maybe I need to bring the gain down. I need to bring the headroom up. Let's bring it up to 50. Let's see how far we're going to go here. It's the same thing. Even if I bring down the... You could bring down the volume on the pot, but... Though I do appreciate a good headroom. I'm going to change the speaker to a Warehouse Vintage WHS, I think, Veteran. This sounded a little better. Okay, I'm going to bring the highs back down and put the booster back on. It just brings it out, that's all, like an RC booster. Feels like the mids are being pushed. Let's do an overdrive in here, man. Ooh, okay, now we're getting a little loud. Oh, it's okay. I'll leave the headroom up. I'm sorry. So when I change the speaker, the other speaker has more mid-range. I might even be able to use it with my Champ amp there. I'm glad I have this video here because I know that I can I probably need to use less drive or whatnot. Anyways, I'm just going to spend 5 minutes on You can also make this sound like a tweed, kind of a tweed thing going on too. Now that sounds good right there. This thing flattens out the lows a little bit. This is almost perfect to have different pedals design, you know, the sound. But by itself, not so much. Limiter. Get the limiter off. Now it's a lot more clear. Oh boy. Put the limiter up. Does help. The limiter does help. Just back up the volume a little bit, right? So we'll see. Here's my favorite pedal, the GS124. So what I'm doing is that I'm setting these levels to what I like, what I hear in my ear. Whoa. About what I think it should be, right? And then we'll hear how I already know the other one's much more mid pronounced. Just for kicks, a little chorus. I want to make sure that to me, now with this little adjustment over here that I made with the soul food, now it sounds how I believe that the pickups of a Les Paul should sound. Back it off a little bit. All right, we're gonna click on over to the, I'm gonna change the speaker, get right back to you. All right, my people, it is a new day and we are back. It's your boy Guitar Mijo Part two with my changing the speaker out in that Quilter. Okay, so I don't have good news for you. I thought I was gonna be ultra cool and ultra Mr. Vintage since I got my champ down there and whatnot. But let me tell you, it wasn't a pretty sight. Now after listening to these. Okay, so I wanted to show you this speaker here. This is the Celestion TF1018. TF1018. And this is what it looks like. Check it out though. It's got, you know, it's got some weight to it. It's got a wide magnet, and it's got what looks to be like a bass. What looks to be like a bass speaker or something, right? So anyways, they picked this speaker out. It doesn't say what it is. It says 8 ohm. You guys can read that, but it doesn't say the, this is made in China. It doesn't say the wattage. It doesn't say 50. I thought it was 100 watt. Maybe it doubles. Anyways, there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the other one. I already put the that vintage 10. I think it's a. I'll list it. I'll put a picture on what it is here. So it's all fired up now. Again, this is solid state. It's a brown. It's a brown one. It's a beautiful looking speaker, and I'm sure it has some purpose to it. But it's got that. It's kind of like a vintage 30, or so it's like a vintage 10 kind of thing. But I've had that speaker in one other amp, kind of another champ style amp. Not this one, but a David Allen that I had. It was called the Classic 10. Anyway, so we're just gonna go straight here, and I'm gonna try to get some tones, maybe in my ear. I got my Les Paul again, tribute. You know, maybe my ear just hasn't gotten used to it. You know, who knows? Anyways, let me fire this up. Right off the bat, I hear some rattling. Something shaking. I think it's a speaker. It actually does sound like a speaker. So it's got a I have a little limiter, I guess limiter, which is, it's not a compressor, but it's just a limiter at the top. I think it's just a ceiling on there. So, you know, I don't know what it is about this speaker, but it's just, it's kind of like it's not that typical Fender round speaker. Because I also played it with my telly, and it was not pretty. It also didn't do great with the overdrives. Let me bring this down. It sounds broken or something. I mean, that's a good thing, right? The overdrives sound extremely fizzy. I think it's broken, man. Right, they don't sound like anything that I'm... But then again, it probably has a lot more mid-range. It's brighter on the top end. was using this here to get a clearer kind of a sound. Let me go to the pedal boards here. Get a kind of a clearer sound, which helps with the other speaker. Again, we're dealing with solid state. I don't know if these speakers are voiced for tube amps. Something's rattling in there. It's the speaker. That's without the compression. It's extremely noticeable. Take off all the bass. It's still rattling. It needs that compression. I'll put a picture up of the speaker of the back. I want to say it's like 25 watts to it's a heavy duty speaker, but I think it's just maybe the wattage is a lot less and the voicing is different, and there's a combination of things. Maybe it's better in an older amp. This helps though. But nothing can help the overdrive though. You know? Scared to bring that up. Everything just sounds fizzy. It sounds weak. Put it this way, this little 6.5-inch speaker, Fender speaker, and I'm gonna venture to say that it's an Oxford in the back. Sounds 10 times better than this vintage 10, whatever it is. Maybe there's a headroom issue. Let me bring the gain down. Let me bring the Quilter all the way to 50. Let me bring the gain. Like, this has so much character. It has so much character in it that it immediately changes whatever's going through there. Shoot, what if I turn the mids all the way up? See? And then, well, there's like a lot of gain going in there or something. Maybe there's too much wattage. tough to translate. I think that I like a speaker that, like for example, the chances of me using a pedal board through my champ, I don't want to push anything in there. Why? I'm gonna push anything in there. Maybe a reverb, actually just a reverb, tremolo, you know, but I'm not gonna push, I'm not gonna, I don't know, maybe something with a little bit of grit, maybe that right there on the low grit setting, just to make it sound more like, this will make it sound more like a tweed, but that's it. You know, I have before and I'm like, you know what, because when I was excited when I first got it, but you know what, that speaker's still in there and that thing sounds amazing. I've turned the bass all the way up and did a little rehearsal with the drummer, man. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna cut and paste the first part to this and choose your speaker wisely. Pedal friendly. That's what I'm saying. This speaker has a lot of character to it. It's rattling. And it's making the overdrive pedal sound fuzzy. That's what I don't really dig about it. It just sounds fuzz. Sizzly. Like everything sounds broken. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, that's the funny thing. Maybe it's the amp I'm thinking too, but it's probably the speaker because I had it in another amp. Anyways, my point is that I would expect the sound that I'm hearing out of this speaker right now, I would expect that speaker to sound like it, and it doesn't. This one sounds glorious. A lot of differences, power section, everything, but I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna go back to the other one. All right, yo, be good.